No, that's not an opinion, it's a fact. If another house can seize one of our own and hold him captive with impunity, we are no longer a house to be feared. Your mother's dead. Before long, I'll be dead. And you. And your brother. And your sister. And all of her children. All of us dead. All of us rotting in the ground. It's the family name that lives on. It's all that lives on. Not your personal glory, not your honor, but family. Do you understand?
In carnage, I bloom like a flower in the dawn. I have risen from the filth and muck. I am the lotus blossom. I am beauty. No poet's words could match my craft. This is my love. I cannot be good. I must be perfection.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya Sensei envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine.
All of my life, and all of your lives, have come to this point. There is nowhere else to be but here. Nowhere else to live or die but here. To be here now is the only thing that matters. So gather yourselves. Gather all of your strength and all of your sweetness into an iron ball. For we will attack again and again until we reach and overcome their king, or we die in the attempt. We attack! Attack! Attack!
There are 5 steps from realizing. I am 10 steps ahead. I have killed more men with words than by my own hand. Not for lack of trying. Diplomacy is a subtle art. A calculated risk is no risk at all. There can be no balance with a hand on the scale. Do not confuse cowardice for wisdom. I would not ask of anyone what I would not do myself.
You are not content with the stories, so I was obliged to come. Be my victim. Be my victim. I am the writing upon the wall, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I am nothing. So now I must shed innocent blood. Come with me.
Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward, scream out! My soldiers rage!
Wherever I go on this wretched island, I hear your name. Always half-whispered. As if you were a god. All I see is flesh, blood. No more god than the creature you're sitting on. The Romas have left you. What are you fighting for? You come to beg a truce. You should be on your knees. Get this shit off me! Ah! Ah! Get this beta shit off me! Ah! Ah!
I march to death. For I wish it was my own. I am but an unholy copy of life. A mockery of its freedom. And born in the cruel betrayal of the noble ideals I would have served. I am Oblivion. I am destruction. I am doom. I have no goodness left. It was taken from me, stolen.
A pained cry escaped Vacarus at the unbearable sight of the angel humbling himself in such a manner. Kassir groaned and hung his head like a chastised child. I shuddered in profound shame, suddenly disgusted by my gore-encrusted armor, and sickened by my barely restrained bloodthirst. It was as if I had become aware of what I truly was for the first time. I knew then I was utterly unworthy of my Genesire's loyalty and devotion, and that I would always be unworthy. It was Ishidar Asuros who delivered us. Steeling himself, the Legion Master stepped from the front ranks and approached the kneeling Primarch.
I answer to no one, no matter how loudly they beg. Few will endure the chaos to come. But think how much stronger they'll be if they live. Pain is the act of becoming. It is not violence. It is philosophy. This pain is a gift. Strength comes from suffering.
To defeat an enemy, you must know them. Not simply their battle tactics, but their history, philosophy, art. So I will ask you again, Captain. Do you know what this is? It's a Kalikori. A revered Twi'lek heirloom, passed from parent to child through generations. Worthless to outsiders, priceless to family. War. It's all you ever known, isn't it? You were so young when you survived the Clone War. No wonder you're as equipped in spirit to fight as well as you do. War is in your blood.
Nothing escapes me. If a pigeon dies on the Aventine, I hear of it. So be assured, brother, if I ever again hear your name connected with murmurs of treachery, I will cut off these soft, pink hands and nail them to the Senate door.
He is behind everything, in the shadows, always, but soon, very soon, he will reveal himself.
Too late? For what? The Republic to fall? It already has, and you just can't see it. There is no justice, no law, no order, except for the one that will replace it. The time of the Jedi has
past that cannot defeat Sidious. But together, you and I can. Every choice you have made has led you to this moment.
There was only one ship, yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn. It fled as we set fire to their planet, but I followed with all the ships in my command. Blinded? No. Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked, by the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do. I will continue my campaign against the humans. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. I am already dead. The mausoleum of the Arbiter.
So I guess you have a choice. You want a war? Or do you want to just give me a gun? I appreciate that. I'll try and do the same. Tell them. Tell them all. Whoever comes, whoever it is, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
I'd like to let you in on a very important secret I learned when I was about your age, boy. You see, power, real power, doesn't come to those who are born strongest, or fastest, or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. It's time to let the monster out.
The answer always seemed obvious to me. There is no threshold that makes us greater than the sum of our parts, no inflection point at which we become fully alive. We can't define consciousness because consciousness does not exist. Humans fancy that there's something special about the way we perceive the world, and yet we live in loops as tight and as closed as the hosts do.
Trust in my vision. I will guide us to glory. Shurima will once again stretch to the horizon. I will return Shurima to greatness. Those who follow me follow destiny. The world is a desert. I am the Oasis.